Hello there and welcome to today's video, and the topic for today, 15 questions that are costing you money. Now look, most salespeople, not you of course, okay, and not me of course, most salespeople are pretty darn annoying, right? There's no doubt about that, okay? And the reason for that is because they view their prospects as numbers in a sales funnel. That's what they do, right? I mean, their prospects are simply numbers in a sales funnel, not people. They're just numbers because they're told to play the game, and sales is a game, all right? And that they believe that when you join their business, it's like playing a chess game with them, okay? You say this and they may say that, and then they say that, and you come back with this response. It's like playing a chess game. That's what they think. I'm not saying this is right, but that's what many salespeople think. And then if they win the business, they win the game. I want to share this with you. It's not a bloody game at all. People are people. They deserve your respect. They deserve to be treated with truth, integrity, and clarity. This is not a game. There are so many people who are training salespeople, right, about the fact that just treat it as a game. Don't take it personally. They're not having a shot at you, all this stuff. What a lot of crap, okay? Excuse the French. But really and truly, if you want to be successful, then you better start treating people as people. This is not a darn game. It's not a game for your prospective client. If they have a serious problem, they want the darn thing solved. If you're going to treat them as a number, then you will get what you deserve. In other words, you will fail with them. I know that as kids that we were all taught, okay? Look, if you're not sure, ask. Please ask questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Well, I beg to differ. That is true. I agree with you. But when it comes to sales, it's not that true. Okay? There are many stupid questions you can ask in sales, and these questions will hurt you. Not just hurt your sales ability, but hurt your reputation as well. My name is Beckenham, the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. Let's get started. 15 questions I want you to get rid of if you possibly can. But bear in mind, we're all darn guilty of doing this. The first question, and I heard this today, right? What do I have to do to earn your business? Or what can I tell you that will make you do business with me? I mean, truly, they are just stinking and smelling of desperation, right? Don't use that, okay? Please don't use that type of question, okay? Second one, what's your biggest pain point? Have you ever done that? Have you asked people, what's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest pain point? That's being lazy. Why should people tell you an answer to that question? You need to deserve the right to be given an answer to that question, right? But if you just simply say, what's your biggest pain point? Then don't expect people to tell you the truth, if anything, and maybe, more than likely, they'll put the phone down anyway, right? That's the wrong thing to do. Never ask that question. Another one, Mr. Prospect, is this a good time to chat? Have you done that before? I have. Hands up. I'm guilty of saying that a couple of times. Is that a good time to chat? It's never going to be a good time to chat, okay? I mean, they're not sitting at their desk waiting for you to call them, all right? If you're going to say, is this a good time to chat? More than likely you're going to get an answer. Well, no, it's not. Then what are you going to do? So don't use that question, right? Another one, and this one reeks of being extremely lazy. And the question is this, Mr. Prospect, can you tell me about your business? All right? Now, if you haven't bothered to do the research and find out something about the person you're talking with, then you don't deserve an answer to that question. You can always get confirmation of your understanding of what their business is with the research you've done. But if you simply ask them, tell me about your business, straight away they realize that you're lazy. Okay? Straight away they realize you haven't even bothered to do any research. So why in the heck should they share that with you? Think about that, right? Next one. And this one is a bit slimy, but it's used by a lot of salespeople. and it's really a filler. And this is what it is. Hey, how are you? Right? As an opening line. Now, let's be bloody brutally honest here. Most people who are saying that line, hey, how are you? Whoever, okay, let's give an example. Janet, okay? Hey, how are you, Janet? The person saying that question, one, is not the slightest bit interested in how Janet is anyway, right? Secondly, Janet knows that. She knows that the person's not the slightest bit interested in it, right? So what's the point in it, okay? And all you're doing is creating a situation where what you're really doing is you're lying up front. How are you? You're not interested in them, so don't ask a question you're not interested in, okay? Think of another way to open your conversation. Don't use that one. Next one. This is a classic from the old days, but it's still going on today. And it's called this one here. Can I pick your brain? Like, look, Harry, can we set up a time where we can sit together and I can pick your brain about really what you may need, okay? How about you decide to add some value first before you ask that question? Because you don't deserve an answer to that question, okay? Can I pick your brain? What a lot of garbage. Do not do that, please, okay? Next one. Would you be interested if I could show you how to, whatever it is, double your income, double your sales, get you better dates, lose 20 pounds in 10 days, whatever it is you want? Why say that question? Of course they're going to be interested in that. Stop being so bloody patronizing. Don't do that question, okay? Please don't do that question, because it's truly so darn blatantly obvious that people will think, they must think I'm stupid, right? So don't do that. Next one. And this one is, you can be guilty of asking this, but at the same time trying to do the right thing. And the question is this. Tell me, Mr. Prospect, are you the decision maker? Immediately, what you're doing is you're putting that person on the defensive, right? Because it's too direct and you may cause them to lose face in front of you, okay? So rather than do that, ask them about their decision-making process rather than, are you the decision maker? It's too darn direct, all right? Next one, and this is a very common question. And when it's asked, I can tell you, and it's usually asked not online, but offline. And you relate to this because we all react the same way. Here's a picture. You go into an electrical shop or you go into a car sales room, whatever it is, okay? And the salesman says, how can I help you? What's your immediate answer? I mean, this is why you shouldn't use that question. How can I help you? Because the immediate answer is, oh, that's okay, I'm just looking. Okay? Now, you're probably not bloody looking. You probably are serious, but you don't want them to tell you anything. You don't want to, I mean, you are there to buy, not to be sold to, all right? So don't ask people, how can I help you? Because that's exactly the reaction you're going to get, online or offline, okay? Keep that in mind, okay? Next one, do you have a minute? That simply shows the prospect. One, you've got no value to add. Because one, what value can you add in a minute? Secondly, they probably don't believe you're going to be just for a minute anyway, okay? And thirdly, you're lying because you want more than a minute of their time, okay? So don't ask that question, do you have a minute? Stupid question. Next one. This is something that I saw, I think it was yesterday. And the statement was this: how could you not want this deal? How could you not want this deal? Okay, blimey, Charlie, this is just old-fashioned stress selling. Okay, how could you not want this deal? Okay, you deserve to get the answer you get for that. I mean, for a starter, you probably haven't qualified your prospect properly in the first place. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking that question. You wouldn't even need to ask that question. And secondly, you wouldn't need to ask that question if you had uncovered their challenges, issues, pain points, desires, and destinations correctly. Then you wouldn't need to ask that question. So don't say, how could you not want this deal? That is so pompous and bullshit, right? Excuse the French. Next one. Would you like some time to think about it? Are you guilty of saying that? I've done that before. Would you like some time to think about it? Think about this. If people cannot come to a decision right now with you about whether they should or should not do whatever it is you're talking about, then giving them time to think about it is not going to solve the problem either. In fact, they're not going to think about it at all. They're probably thinking, oh, thank God he said that, I can get rid of him. Okay? That's what they're thinking. Because I can tell you, in 24 hours, right, people, including you, will forget 75% of the conversation that you had. And in 30 days, they will have forgotten 90% of what you told them. And of the 10% they can recall, only 5%, only half of that, right, is accurate. In other words, in 30 days, if you give them time to think about it, they can only remember 5% of what you told them. And I can assure you, when they've left your conversation, then they're not going to be thinking about you or your proposal or your suggestion or whatever it is. It's not on their radar. So do me a favor, don't use that question. Don't say, would you like some time to think about it? If they ask you that question, then there's a different way you go about answering that question. I'll answer that at the end of the video, okay? So stop deferring them making a decision that they should make with you right now. I mean, to me, the best decisions are either a yes or a no. The maybes, that to me, they're in a different world, okay? Now, the reason why there are maybes, because maybe they are not the decision maker, or maybe you haven't shown them the value to make the decision worthwhile for them, okay? It's not just them, it could be you. The key issue is stop talking about, would you like some time to think about it? You're just giving people the right to say, oh, thank goodness, I don't have to make a decision. And you lose. You lose the sale, but also they lose because they lose the opportunity to solve a damn problem that you could have helped them out with, all right? Next one. This is a classic. Would you like me to send you a proposal or a quote? Would you like me to send you a proposal or a quote? I mean, don't do that. Don't do that, because then you're playing the chase game. I mean, you're going to send messages saying, did you get my proposal? Did you get my quote? What do you think of the quote? What do you think of the proposal? And you're chasing and chasing and chasing, and you're losing your posture, okay? You're losing your positioning, and you're no longer leading the conversation. So don't use that question. Next one. Can I send you an email? That's even worse, right? Can I send you an email? If you cannot get the prospective client to open up and discuss with you openly all their particular issues and come to some sort of an agreement together, then I can assure you they're not going to do it via an email either. Never, ever will happen, okay? That's truly, positively 100% certain, okay? You need to do that when you're face-to-face or at least on the telephone with them, okay? And all you simply do then is get to an agreement with them that's in their best interests. And when that happens, then you can send them an email as an agreement to confirm your understanding rather than request them to buy, okay? Now, last one, and this is a classic, right? And probably the dumbest question of all, right? Now, if you have never been guilty of using this, good luck to you, okay? In fact, I remember using this question when I first started in sales, and I don't know why I did it, okay? And the question is, are you looking to buy today? I mean, how bloody stupid. Are you looking to buy today, okay? Of course they're going to say no, because people love to buy. They don't like to be sold to, right? Okay? So instead, you've got to get the prospect, the prospective client, to come to you in a different way. Okay? And you don't ask that question, are you looking to buy today? You've got to earn the right for that. Anyway, hey, 3 more, and hang in there with me, okay? 1, these are 3 more classic blunders. 1, what can I tell you about today? Which is the same thing as saying, do you know anything about my company? Who cares about your company? No one is the slightest bit interested in your company. Stop being wrapped up in your product, in your offer, in your network marketing company, in your affiliate marketing operation, in your big ticket offer. Who cares? Don't ask that question because they're not interested. Another one, what keeps you awake at night time? Now, you've probably been told you should ask this question because people then will share with you the things that are worrying them and keep them asleep. Bear in mind, yes, You need to find out what keeps them awake at night time, but you don't ask the question what keeps you awake at night time. There is a different way to go about getting the same answer, because when you ask what keeps you awake at night time, guess what they're thinking about? They're thinking about sleepless nights. They're thinking about fear and anxiety and things, and guess what? They're associating you with the fears, sleepless nights, and lack of sleep, okay? So you have been associated with their pain. That's not a really good position to be in, I can tell you, right? So don't ask the question, what keeps you awake at night time? Work out a different way to come up with a solution to tell me why that keeps you awake at night time, because you know what it is, rather than asking what it is. Next one, what do you think about the price? Now, what a stupid question to ask. Even if you're talking to somebody who you believe and they believe that you've got real value for money, all of a sudden you're starting to make them think, oh, maybe I can negotiate here in the price. When before that, they were prepared to buy from you for the value you're prepared to offer, okay? So don't ever talk about what do you think of the price. And if you're competing on price, then you're dead in the water anyway, because I can tell you there's always going to be someone cheaper than you. Your key point is to make sure you provide damn good value for money, as well as clarity and truth and integrity, okay? And the last one, and this is a blunt one in a way, and again an indication that you're being lazy, and that is, what's your problem? It's a bit like saying, you know, what's the biggest pain point we talked about before? What's your problem, okay? I mean, why should people share that with you? It's too darn direct. But many people are using that question right now. Please don't do that. It's really a way to, all you're simply doing is getting people's backs up and pushing them away from you. That's what you're doing, okay? There you go. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me. I hope you got some value out of that. Now, here's my call to action. If you want to discover the right words, this is a promotion. I'm completely transparent, but it costs you nothing to look, right? If you want to discover the right words and the right phrases that you should be using and the right questions to ask, and you want to find out what influences people to buy and why do people buy and why don't they buy, all this sort of stuff, right? And how to handle objections, then send me a personal message and simply ask me to have a look at, all you got to do is look at it, have a look at my brand new training program called Stress-Free Sales Success. Simply say, Peter, stress-free sales success, please. And I'll shoot you over the thing and have a look at it. See what you think, all right? Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you found some value in it. I appreciate you sharing your time with me as always. My very best. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.